Wake up with insurance news at 6:30 a.m. only on Insurance Alerts. We are India's largest and Asia's second largest, most dedicated insurance news platform. We have a reach to over 1.5 lakh of people, which includes 1.2 lakh of insurance agents from 200 towns. Insurance Alert now spreads to over 20 countries. So you can now download our mobile app from the Play Store, or you can visit our website at www.insurancealerts.com.
Welcome to Insurance Alert broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here. Today we have with us Dr. S. Prakash, Managing Director, Star Health. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Vivek.
Sir, the second wave has already started in India, and it's very catching and slightly like a dangerous thing, the way cases are coming up. Do you think this will affect a lot of business and claims and things like that, especially for insurance companies?
Certainly, it is a very critical state where second surge will create a big impact on the health insurance business and overall Indian economy. But instead of being worried about the fear of the disease, so we should understand the right thing and only circulate the right information and message for the perfect knowledge of the common people. So there are a lot of instances where literature and the advices from experienced doctors, pulmonologists, ICU doctors, and infectious disease consultants have conveyed that around 80 to 85% of the people, the disease comes and goes. So if there is a provision to have a home quarantine, I think we should stay at home. If there is a provision to home quarantine, we should stay at home and take paracetamol if there is fever and constantly monitor the saturation. People who do not have comorbid factors and who are not morbidly obese, naturally this monitoring at home with pulse oximeter and temperature chart is good enough. Only if the saturation drops below 95 or 94 consecutively after every half an hour, then we should look at medical help. The very reason is, number one, unnecessarily out of fear, people should not go and throng a hospital and get exposed to a greater viral load. And just because of fear and anxiety, if somebody is going to have a recommendation and then occupy a bed, then there will not be a bed available for the deserving patients. Patients who have a deterioration in their well-being, who are getting consecutive fever with a drop in saturation, with presence of comorbid symptoms, need to be admitted. They have to be evaluated. They have to undergo the CT scan, basic blood test, and then the treating doctor has to decide whether antiviral, antibiotic, anticoagulant, and oxygen support, steroids, all these things are required. So there is a protocol, and most of the qualified hospitals are following the protocol. So these hospitals following the protocol, their bed and their expertise should be reserved for people who deserve and who there we can really save lives. But out of fear and anxiety, with undue recommendation, people should not go and occupy a bed. If you have provision to stay at home, please stay at home and monitor the saturation. And be confident. In my experience, I've seen in Star Health Insurance, we have paid around 1.8 lakh plus claims. The people who are confident emotionally and who keep telling that I'm going to be all right, 99% they get all right. And people who are scared and who run behind hospitals and expose themselves to unnecessary CT scan and exposure to radiation is not required. If the patient is reasonably okay and his saturation is maintained, there need not be an unnecessary CT scan. So once the RT-PCR is positive, I see people rushing towards the radiology center and doing a CT scan. Please note that unnecessary CT scan and exposure to radiation can lead on to some cancers in the old age. This has to be avoided, and CT scan should be done only with the advice of a qualified physician who has treated COVID-19 patients. and who can advise the best for the welfare of the people. Okay, so abuse of drugs, unnecessary hospitalization, and the exposure to radiation and CT scan has to be avoided. People who are otherwise normal have to be self-confident and stay quarantined at home. In that way, they are not only helping themselves, they are also helping this country. And most important of all, they are helping the most deserved and sick patients to be treated properly by the doctors in the hospital.
In this case, sir, if even the patients are admitted and there will be a lot of claims. So you think in times to come, the insurance premium will go up, especially health insurance?
You are right, Mr. Vivek. Actually, the number of claims are increasing. Yeah. The average we pay for a claim is also increasing. We have seen a lot of epidemics in the past, dengue fever epidemic, malaria epidemic. So during those epidemics, we used to have hospitals flooded with patients, and we used to have more number of claims coming in. But the difference between those epidemic and this COVID-19 pandemic is that one COVID-19 pandemic is almost 3 to 4 times the cost that we spend for any dengue or malaria. The charges are very high. Yeah. The length of stay, the patients have to stay for a long time. So the protective measures taken by the hospitals and some of the exorbitant costs laid on investigations. So these things are increasing the cost. So naturally, one COVID patient or one COVID claims is equal to 3.5 times any other normal claim that we get out for any infectious disease. So naturally, it is not only the number, it is also the average amount which is increasing, and this will have a very big dent in our outgo. And insurance companies, now I'm here to take the risk. I'm here to work for my customers. So I have no questions asked. I'm here to ascertain that my customer gets the right treatment, well-indicated treatment in the appropriate center, and the center also practices what is the guidelines framed by All India Institute or ICMR. So it is my duty to service the people for now. We have not revised so far Star Health Insurance last 1 year, although we have seen terrible increase in number and extraordinary outgo due to COVID pandemic. We have not increased our premium so far because as insurers, we have to face this challenge. We think we have to take the risk. So we are going to implement whatever price we had. We have implemented in the last year. This year, the next 3 months, we are going to study the trend, and then we are going to decide whether we can selectively look at revision on some products, not all products.
Looking at this situation, sir, what will be your strategy now for this financial year, as year has just started?
See, Mr. Vivek, the strategy is very difficult to draft a roadmap because the disease, it is still uncertain. And whatever challenges we have faced, it is unprecedented. So far, we have not faced these challenges. Me means my industry. None of us have faced these challenges. And how long will it continue? God only knows. Yeah. It is a $1 million question. So the strategy means I have to make a strategy at the individual level. For that, I have to look at what is happening at the industry level. And again, at the ecosystem level, in the healthcare ecosystem, what is happening? How are the pharma, healthcare services behaving? And at the global level. So my strategy today should depend on the impact of the pandemic at the global level, the adoption and behavior of the stakeholders at the healthcare ecosystem level, and the response at the industry level. And then I'll have to look at the company level and design my strategy. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And only nature should help us to get out of this pandemic. At this state, compared to last year, because last year during April, May, June, this disease was managed only in government hospitals. Most of the private hospitals were hesitant, and there were not much cases in private hospitals. But now this year, during April itself, all private hospitals are filled with COVID cases. And in other states, we do get non-COVID claims also. And the number of claims last month to this month only, it is increasing 20 to 30% month on month. So the numbers are terribly increasing. So at this point of time, we are still in the dark. So we have to only look at how we can extend our services and ascertain business continuity so that lakhs of agents who are working for us and these millions of customers who are our, my breadwinner, my customer, and to serve this customer, it is my duty. And as a medical person and as a dominant health insurance player, Star Health Insurance, today, our focus is only on offering the best of the services so that our agents and sales managers can continue to do the business and allow health insurance to penetrate in the best way possible during this pandemic. Let the awareness promoted by this pandemic help a lot of people to get health insurance. Otherwise, as a doctor in the health insurance area, I see every day I get n number of calls where people at one end, they are worried about their disease, at the other end about their family, whether they will be affected. And third and most important, how they are going to bear the cost.
Yeah.
1% or 2% of the family are affected and they are admitted. Imagine the cost burden. It's very high.
Yeah.
Particularly when they get sick and when they stay in ICU for a long time, the bill crosses 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, and it is very difficult for a middle class family to bear this cost. So I only pray that, God should give us enough strength to continue our services in the best way possible so that our agents and sales managers who are working for us can go back to the customers and tell them that even in this crisis, in these tough times, Star Health Insurance is ready to keep up the promise and deliver the best of the services.
Sir, as a doctor and as a MD of a Star Health, you think this year going to be much more tougher than the last year?
Definitely, sir, because from April, when we start only, there are a lot of COVID and non-COVID claims. Last year, first quarter was a good comfort zone for us. But in spite of that, third quarter and fourth quarter, the increasing number of cases and claims wiped away the comfort the industry had in the first quarter. Whereas this financial year, in the first quarter itself, it is a high outgo. So naturally, this FY22 is going to be a very tough year. And we only have to work together, all stakeholders in the healthcare ecosystem. We are talking to the hospitals, to the pharma companies, and to the distribution channels, and then see that how we all can work together and face this pandemic. It is possible. It is definitely possible. Every one of us should align and work on a common cause. Definitely, we can get over these challenges. And we should always keep telling that we are born to win.
That's
So
right.
Star Health Insurance, we are spending 24/7 on only equipping our manpower to ascertain business continuity and handle this pandemic without much hassle.
Right. So when this will end? But the way we used to think everything is ended. Okay, now we'll be all of a sudden this happened. So now people are more scared, thinking that then there could be a third wave and fourth wave. I don't know. But nothing looks ki where is the end of the tunnel?
As we lit the torch, we get some light. Let us walk the distance. We go there and then we can lit the torch again. Now, the answer to your question, it is only with the Almighty. So as such, let us follow COVID appropriate behaviors. Let us exercise abundant caution. And then let us do our duty with all earnest intention. Let us serve the community. Let us leave the rest to God. I'm very confident that Mother Nature should take care of us.
Fine, sir. Thank you very much for your time, sir. It was really good to hear from you, especially as a MD and you being a doctor yourself. It gives us a lot of courage to think that, okay, there is somebody to take care of us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vivek. Good luck.
Namaskar, sir. Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye.
Want to see the best videos of insurance industry and interviews with the CEOs, CMOs, COOs, CDOs of insurance companies, brokers, TPAs. There's only one way you can look it up to. That is Insurance Alerts broadcast channel on YouTube. So you better subscribe to our channel. You visit and get notified with all of our new videos on insurance.